Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. I don't even know what number video this is. I wouldn't even have a clue. We gotta be approaching 200. Maybe we're already past 200. Let's just do a real quick count here. It's easy because I haven't recorded like anything but Dominions in the last 2 months. This is okay, yeah. This is number 205, I guess. Anyways, last time we did M.A. Uruk. Not a bad little nation. A lot of big size 5 Enkidu and nature astral magic that we didn't really use much. And that was it. It was a fun game. Let's roll up another one. 156. That is Kechna, Sunset on a Golden Age. Now that's going to be Gathering Sturm, I believe. Kechna, did I do that? Let's look on the workshop for just like a general description here. Oh, I can just see the image of it. Kechna. The Boar Riders. Yeah, no, we definitely did. This was the Hobergs plus some humans. And they had Boar Riders that I was kind of interested in using, and then they weren't very good. They were too slow. Yeah, we did Kechna. Okay. 244. EA Narisha, Guardians of the Sea. We've done some Narisha. I don't remember which one we did. EA Narisha had the giant turtles and the tortoises on land. Yeah, we did a Valanis game. I remember that one. Okay. Again, 92. LA Pickney. We have done that, I'm almost certain. Definitely played as Pickney. Yeah, we did that. 231. LA Dalriada, Discovery of Witchcraft. I think that's a standalone one. We have not done it as far as I'm aware. My power just went out. Thankfully, I have a UPS, and I highly recommend one. Right, so we're going to disable this. We're going to disable everything. I mean, my internet's going to go out, but thankfully we don't play online games because those are for losers. We play Dominions single player against the AI that never fails to piss me off. It's a much better experience. All right. Let's do let's try Cartographic Atrocity again. We're going to try this with 14 with no specific water nations. Just 14 and see what happens. And we said LA. This is LA. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See how it goes. And we are... Dalriada, there it is. Okay. A mountainous nation once inhabited by the Furbolg. Few can claim pure-blooded descent from the sons of Partholon, and Dalriada's inhabitants now call themselves Gales. The nation has been occupied by the armies of man several times, who have sought to erase and occlude the old ways which have survived only in the nation's highlands and in the archives of dedicated chroniclers. Despite this, a restoration effort has been made. There has been a resurgence in studies into the ways of the nation's ancestors, the Nemedians, and the magic of the Fomorians and Vanir has been actively suppressed. In recent times, perilous rumors abound of treacherous devils and their she-servants, spiriting away the unwary and tempting honest folk to partake in foul rituals. Witch-finders stalk the land, looking to ferret out these foul beings, yet only seem to bring paranoia and death in their wake. Alright, bit of a interesting nation concept. We got Furbolg descendants with mountain survival. We get air, earth, astral, nature, glamour magic. Anytime I see air, glamour together, I get a little tingle. But we'll see. It usually doesn't work out for wailing winds. We get some water, rarely death and blood. Gaelic infantry, crossbowmen, and light cavalry. Average priests, standard forts. We start with a grand citadel. Alright, we got a Gaelic scout, stealthy 40, mountain survival. Witchfinder can be recruited outside forts as well. Inept researcher 2, patrol bonus 5. Astral glamour blood 20% chance. Very, very cheap patroller then. I mean, not that they're particularly good. I'm always just like meh when I see patrol bonus. So okay, they have a patrol bonus of 8, right? This guy has a patrol bonus of or strength of 1.1. So he's worth 8 of my cheapest unit. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, you can have one of these, and then he has 10 normal units under his belt, and that's a total of, like, 20 patrol or something. 19 patrol, something like that. Or you could just get a regular commander and have 50 units. I don't know. I don't know the exact mechanics of patrolling, so maybe it's better than I think it is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really reading anything that would indicate that it's anything but what I just said. Like, he just counts as 8 normal units. Like, that's his thing. That's his thing. So, I don't know. Gaelic Constable, 50 leadership. Oh boy. Sean... Should we get a pronunciation on this one? Scottish Gaelic.
Shianachi.
Oh god, I can't even say the pronunciation.
Shianachi.
That's... what? Shawnee? Shawnee, I guess, is like the real yokel English pronunciation I'm gonna give you. Shawnee. The 1 glamour, 1 holy, spell singer, stealth 40. Pretty cheap researcher. Not atrocious. Depends on if we have national spells or not. We're not playing with Dimension Enhanced, so 1 glamour, 1 holy is not as good as it could be. Oh god, these pronunciations. I'm not going to remember the first one, by the time we get around back to it, so This is probably just... We'll just treat this as an educational thing. This isn't even a word on Google. They're giving me a different word. Oh, they're giving me the Gaelic word for credit card, which is similar. Okay, then I have no idea how to pronounce this. Creed Mech. Something. 1 nature, 1 glamour. 9 research for 140. Disease healer and reduces unrest. And fortune teller 5. That's all around package right there. Is it a useful mage in combat or rituals? Yeah. But for every other purpose, it's pretty good. Highland Clan Chief. Terrain restrictions. 1 holy. Stealth 40. 100 leadership. Good, good, good. Gaelic Druid. Can be recruited capital as well as Highland and mountain forts. 1 air, 2 glamour, 2 holy. Air, water, earth, nature. 10% for another one. Well. Maybe. One of these guys... that's true. That's true. Twilight is a thing. Twilight bumps all of these guys up to Glamour 2, or bumps all these guys up to Glamour 2. So, that is a thing. And if we get the Skull or what, not the Veil or whatever, that bumps him up to 3, and then Twilight will bump him up to 4, and then he can cast Wailing Winds. So I think that's still going to be our big plan. Freemason, cap only. Or from any Grand Citadel, I guess. 1 air, 1 earth, 2 astral, 1 holy. 50% for another air or earth, 10% for another air, earth, or astral. They are old, but they are master ritualists, which is pretty great. Grand Communicant, which doesn't really matter for us. And Mason. Pretty nice. And 2 recruitment points. Honestly, if we take Unaging, this could just be your go-to mage. A little pricey, sure, but you could get some very big air and earth stuff cast. 2 recruitment points is very surprising for something like this. But I guess he's not that powerful of a mage, so I suppose it's not that surprising. But old age kind of sucks. I don't usually take on aging, especially not for one guy. Reaver Captain. Non-fort provinces. 50 leadership. Causes unrest. Mobile archer. Latchet crossbow. Fires every round. 5 shots. Interesting. And glamored horses with true sight. Nice. And I don't know. I have no idea. This thing. Ban something. Air 1. And then... I mean, yeah, I'm not going to read it all off. A bunch of magic. The odds of you getting something usable here is pretty slim. As far as, like, if you want 2 in something. I think the odds of getting 2 air is pretty strong. So there's that. I think the odds of getting 2 nature is kind of decent. 2 earth, a bit less so. 2 glamour, a bit less so. And then there's just like a random death or blood thrown in. Units, we have the Katanak. 12 defense with a parry, 4 shield is never anything too bad. 7 protection otherwise, 8 on the body. 9 morale, 18 damage axe with 9 attack. Not amazing, it's a militia. There's also one with a length 4 long spear for 14 damage. That's probably better. Most of the time, although this is late age. Gaelic crossbowmen. They have every other round 11 armor piercing. With 13 protection. It's a solid crossbowman. Especially with like wind guide or something like that. It's not bad. Gaelic Soldier, standard infantry. 14 defense with a parry 4 shield. 15 protection on the body, 18 on the head. 10 speed, 12 MR, 11 morale, 17 damage with broadsword. Yeah, it's basically the bog standard kind of medium-ish infantry. You'll never really complain about it, but they're also not amazingly good either. Gaelic Soldier with a halberd instead. 15 protection, same thing, everything. 11 defense, 23 damage on the halberd. Only 10 attack is a bit of a bummer, and we don't tend to use flankers that much. Gaelic Redshank, terrain restrictions. 15 defense with a parry 4 shield, but only 11 protection, 10 on the body. 13 hit points, 15 speed. They have a 19 damage broadsword and a single shot crossbow, range 35, 1 shot, 12 armor piercing. Yeah, honestly, I would say maybe lean towards this. They definitely lose a lot of protection. You're trading quite a bit of protection. You're trading 5 protection for 1 extra defense and the fact that you get this single shot crossbow, which is pretty accurate at 14, but range 35 for something like this, like, you'd really prefer the shortest range possible. Like, if you have a single shot, you know, it's like a Derringer kind of thing. You want to be like a foot away from the guy, you know. So range 35, a lot of shots are just going to get wasted. It's hard to say if that really warrants throwing away 5 protection, which is a massive amount. So, yeah. They are a bit cheaper, to be fair, on resources, 5 less. But they cost 4 more recruitment points, so... Gallowglass. What a curious unit. 15 protection on the body, 13 defense, 15 hit points is a lot. 12 MR, 14 morale. They have a 25 damage length 2 claymore and a longbow. Range 45, 15 pierce. This is one of those situations where you could just make these units. Anytime you have a ranged unit with a good ranged weapon, like a pretty good ranged weapon, and a good melee weapon with good enough protection, you can just make those units. That's sort of like the trifecta kind of thing. Highland Warrior, cap as well as Highland and Mountain Forts, sacred. Well, they, leather hauberk, leather cap, so you're looking at 8 protection on their body. 14 defense, 14 hit points, 15 speed with a 26 damage claymore. They do cause a bit of unrest, though. They are kind of cheap, though, for what, you know. Yeah, it's a cheaper sacred. They would desperately want some sort of protection buff. Either hard skin, bark skin. Fortitude probably wouldn't cut it for what you're paying. All things considered, like, it'll do okay, but it's really kind of expensive in this case. You would need something to go with it, like Undying, Enchanted Blood. Then maybe that would work, but that's hard to say. Ethereal, of course, would be good. Stygian Flesh. Actually, Stygian Flesh might be the best bet for, you know, sort of cost per benefit kind of thing. Yeah, maybe Stygian Flesh. Border Reaver, non-fort provinces. 19 defense with a parry 4 shield. Pretty good. They got a 17 damage lance, broadsword, and the latchet crossbow. Range 25. Armor piercing 9. And they're mobile archers. They do cause quite a lot of unrest, though. And the horses are pretty susceptible to getting shot. Hard to say. They're a bit kind of too pricey, maybe, for mobile archers, which is a strategy I do like to employ, but the fact they cause unrest, I mean, you usually want like hundreds of these things. That's a lot of unrest. 100 of these will cause 50 unrest every turn in whatever province they're in. And 100 is not like an insane number. So that's iffy. Summons. We get Bargas. Black Dogs. Kushis. Sacred. Shi-Wei Guards. 18 protection, 17 on the body, with a 17 defense and a parry 5 golden shield. A magic shield. 14 hit points, 14 MR, 14 morale. Sacred, Glamored, Air Shield 80, Dark Vision 50, an 18 damage magic golden spear with 15 attack, and a javelin to boot. Depending on the summon number and the cost, this could be really broken. But I'll say that Stygian Flesh is still really a fucking good choice. Devil Guidement. 2 glamour, 1 blood. Heat 3 flying. Corruptor. Can lure enemy commanders away to a friendly province. Spellsinger. Okay. Laird of Elfame. 1 nature, 2 glamour, 1 blood. Glamored. Air shield 80. Golden Spear. Javelin of Flight. Range 30. 22 defense with a parry 5 shield, 18 protection, 17 on the body, 21 hit points, 100 leadership, and they come with 5 she soldiers at the start of every battle, which are, I assume, these things. Problem is, he's not holy, nor is he sacred, so he can't bless them. But as part of like leading an army, it's pretty good. Queen of Elfame, 3 nature, 4 glamour, 3 blood, 3 holy. Jesus Christ, okay. Glamored, Dark Visions, True Sight, 150 leadership, 100 magic leadership. Yeah, and the King of Dalriada, 4 astral, 3 glamour, 3 holy. Alright. Special units. Okay, yep. Iona Abbey, Masonic Lodge, She Barrow, Half She Town. Okay, let's take a look. Black Dogs, you get 20 for 5 death gems. Now is that the lesser version? Yeah, that's this little version. Not really good. Not something I would normally summon, so... The Wayguard. What is the Wayguard? Oh. These things are Wayguard. Really? You get 1? You get 1 for 2 gems. Alright, well, I don't know if that's super overpowered. I mean, anybody can do it, but yeah, to get an army of them, that's a lot of glamour gems. Kushi, 10 for 5 glamour. For some reason listed twice. Bargas, you get 14 for 7. That's pretty good. Guideman, 22 glamour gems. Unite the Crowns, summons Royal Wedding Commander. Summons the King of Dalriada and the Queen of Elfame. Lairds of Elfame become holy 2 priests with a holy retinue. Creedmake becomes sacred. Create half she town at provinces with she barrows, which summon a she convert every turn While a Glamour 2 mage is present, and allows for the recruitment of Bandry outside their preferred terrain. Witchfinders lose their patrol bonus and douse bonus. Huh. That's a pretty wild spell, I gotta say. Okay. Alteration? Nothing. Evocation? Nothing. Construction? Looking like a whole lot of nothing. Oh, we got a discount on the Silver Hauberk for some random reason. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Enchantments. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. We get Gias, of course. And nothing else. Blood, nothing. No, wait a minute. Blood. Barrow Contract. Summons a Laird of Elfame. Generates an average of 250 gold and 300 additional population. And creates a She-Barrow site. Huh. 111 blood slaves for that. And then 80 to create the Wedding Chapel site. Huh. I don't know how you get the king and queen exactly, but okay. Maybe they just show up after a certain while. Okay, that's a lot of blood for a nation with not a lot of blood. The Witchfinders have a 20% chance of a 1 in 3 chance of getting blood. And then these things, which I don't think you can recruit right away, have a 50% chance of a 25% chance of getting blood. I don't know what the math is exactly on that, but it's slim, to say the least. That's crazy. I'm not going to get into blood. That's ridiculous. Okay, well then, fine. We really don't have much going on for us. We can get Barghest and Kushi if we want. But the thing is like, I was planning on going Stygian Flesh, which doesn't really help these things at all. And we'll probably pick up something else besides that, like Undyne and maybe Blood Surge or something. So they're fine, but if I was going to pick a Bless for these, it would be different. So I think we're mostly picking a Bless for the Highland War, except they cause unrest. 0.3. That's not nothing. But these things reduce unrest by 2. So it's not too bad. And we can take higher order. Yeah, honestly, it's hard to say, because I kind of just want to make Gallowglass. Should we just say fuck Sacreds? Should we just go max scales and just make shit ton of Gallowglass? I can make them off capital, so I can make them anywhere. And then I guess for a Bless, we could go for Kushis and maybe give him Air Shield. And then in the later game, we can throw him in. Or Ethereal. In which case, I think we're mostly looking at a big-ass monolith or something. Yeah, let's just go monolith, imprison. We'll go max on that. Just go with that. Maybe luck. Big earth, big nature, big astral. And what did I just say I wanted? Oh yeah, ethereal or air shield. Ethereal's kind of hefty, as always. So is air. Just thinking about Gift of Health being pretty good. Air shield, air 6. Yeah, okay. Something like that. And we get air shield. Twist Fate. Yeah, I mean, magic, I don't know. Awareness. Some random ass blesses. Fuck it, we're doing it. Lots. All praise lots. Funnily enough, that is a decent, okay bless for my sacreds as well. So there's that. What are we playing? Oh, we're playing on the big boy 14-player map. Okay, 14 players means that we probably are looking at probably 20 drones. I guess we'll do that. Okay, well, I already spot a couple thrones near us, except, oh, that's just a land connection. Holy shit. Boy, that Warhammer map could really learn a lesson here. And this is a land connection. Alright, that's a little egregious, I think. You just fucking bypass them. I guess it's meant to be a port to a port. I guess that's okay, and this is also a port to a dock or something. I don't know, but wouldn't it have connections to, like, everything then? I suppose, you know, this is, yeah, I guess. That it's meant to be like docks. You can't just dock anywhere you want. Huh. Alright, let's go see who's our neighbor to the north. And you know what we're recruiting. That's all we're ever going to be recruiting. And for mages, these guys. That's it. Boy, I mean, I guess our sights are set on Wailing Winds. So we need Evocation 7 and Construction 5. And that'll do it. Beyond that, nothing really matters. We'll pick up stuff along the way, I'm sure. Okay. I mean, they're not going to be super amazing right out the gate. Wow, what an easy fucking province. Holy shit. Why was there 15 there? This one's not going to be so easy. None of these are going to be as easy. see who all took one so far. Boy, good luck reading that graph. Well, I guess if it's alphabetical. I don't know what to think of it. It's not, I don't know. Not alphabetical. I know this music isn't really appropriate for Dominions and the vibe, but I can't just keep listening to the Battle for Westnaught soundtrack. Yeah, we don't give a shit about anything but the Gallo Glass, and none of them died, so good. Oh boy. Okay. Probably needed order 3. Oh, we're next to Arya. Okay. Who has a throne in his cap circle. Well, it means we're pretty close to 3. I don't really need anything else out of my cap circle. It's not going to increase my recruitment points. Beautiful. And we're right next to Juza. Well, so much for cutting down on the player count. Well, I don't want anyone else in my cap circle, so yeah, you better believe I'm gonna take that. And that's why it's a good unit. Lost 7, but yeah, it's a good unit. He must be really close. Or no, did he sail somewhere? And maybe he's just went here, boom, 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 or something like that. I mean, I don't know what to think. You didn't want to be friends. I know that. Yes, we lost that connection, which is really a bummer. But we didn't take any temperature scales, so we can cross this during winter. I think we're actually going to go this way. Make sure we get that at least. And yeah, we can get another fort up right away. We also could start building temples too. We're getting a lot of money. Oh, good. He accepted. Shadow, Fire Snake, Militia, Dustwalker, Kithronic Lions, blah, blah, blah. Well, no one else is going to take it for a while. We know that. He's right here. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, wish I had more recruitment points. Should have gone order 3. But we can just get another fort set up. Probably here. Can I make Gaelic druids instead? I'm just kind of better, right? I mean, these have disease healer, which is good, and then well, nature, but it's probably a better unit. We are gonna want to start getting some gems here. I can have these guys use at the end of the rainbow, which is fine, but I can't use horror specs for nature. So unless we want to wait for our pretender to come out, we'd have to go site searching. I'm probably on board with that. Cathan the Nemedian Hermitess. Oh, 2 air, 2 death, 1 nature, 2 glamour, 2 holy. 19 research. Old. Alright. Thanks for the free researcher, I suppose. Hey, we found an enchanted field. Easy peasy. Start getting that nature going. I don't know what we'll use nature for other than like Mother Oak and Gift from Hell. Gift of Health. Gift of Health is pretty great. Let's see how they're doing here. Yep, pretty good. Probably all I need to see, really. Ho 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 ho, Umbra. Except that is not connected. Oh, but it's connected to this throne here. Fuck. Okay, I don't think that's a tough throne, though. I think we can get that. We got 110 here. Let's get a commander. We'll do this. We'll do it up. With our army of archers. Minion change. Actually, these guys can cast Envenom arrows. That's not bad at all. Okay, we're getting the ball rolling here. Nothing. Wow. Arya's moved in pretty quick. I may eventually want to go to war with one of them, but I'm not sure yet. Hoping they kind of weaken each other, and then I pick up the scraps in Banded Hills. But we'll see how it goes. Alright. We didn't get enchantment. Fuck. And we're left with web. Or just spamming warrior illusions. Alright, for now, just come along for the ride. Try not to get popped by an arrow. Is it enchantment 1? No. Enchantment 2. Yeah, I can't get that in one turn, unfortunately. Let's see how it looks. Whoop. They are casting warrior illusions to catch a few lances. Bewitching lights, nice. Oh, webs, nice. Like that. Alright. A little lengthier than I would have liked, but we only lost 8, so good. Good. All coming together. Could pop over here. Really start stepping on toes, though, especially because Patala's right there, so probably not. Be happy with what we got. And I hope Arya is happy with what he's got and does not want any more. Yeah, we're also going to need Alteration 4 for Twilight. We'll get there. Now, this thing has a lot of connections, which is worrisome, to say the least. We're probably going to want to build a fort here. Actually, why don't we just have you start building a fort here? Arya refused. We got Throne of Gates and Conjunctions. We didn't find jack shit. Not even like, oh, we're not playing with Dominions Enhanced. Yeah. An extra 2. Astral Pearls. Alright, so now you're gonna cast Envenom Arrows. Wasn't there a fourth one of you? No, there was only 3. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Please all accept. We want no enemies, no war. Fingers crossed. It's a little greedy, perhaps. But I don't think we're really stepping on too many toes here. This third throne is going to be kind of painful, and the fourth throne is a big question mark. I assume there's something else in here that I probably should send a scout to see. Just do that. Arya accepted, Wasset accepted, Patala did not. We found Song of Birds, that's nice. Good. Good. You know, my big problem with archers is always friendly fire, but when you have no troops to friendly fire, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I probably should make... I mean, we already have 2 air guys. So there's a remarkably slim chance, I think, that one of them could be 3 glamour. Yeah, I mean... What is the math on that? Let's figure it out, shall we? Let's go to ChatGPT because it's the easiest way to do this. Let's see. We'll just do it in terms of dice. Let's see, a D10 and a D5. The odds of rolling exactly a 1 on the D10. And a 5 on the D5. It's the worst way of doing this problem ever. Okay. Well, it wasn't that complicated of a problem for ChatGPT. So it's a 2% chance. So we'd have to, on average, recruit 50 of these guys to get that glamour. Which would be kind of nice. if that happened. Kinda good. I feel like we probably want a fort here as well. I mean, it's just nice to have a little extra security. Tala still refused. We got the Throne of Fortune. Throne of Fortune. Send it again. Alright. I'm not greedy about any other territory here, so let's head back home. Looking dire to the east here. I branch out a little bit to Conjuration 3 so I can start summoning Kushis. We are making 5 gems a turn now, so it's probably worth it. Okay. Well, it's not quite as tight as our first game on this map, but it's pretty constricting. We have, how many neighbors do we have now? 4 neighbors already on turn 22. And a 5th one is only a province away. It's a little iffy. We're also going to have to go to war with one of them. Palace still refusing. We're gonna need another guy. Yeah. Now it's a question of, can I handle this throne, or how much do I have to wait? Mist-shrouded ruins found. Nice. Didn't I have another guy with... Oh, he arrived ahead of the... oh, right. Scaring me. Alright, let's have you start summoning Kushi. They seem to be entirely identical spells. So just start summoning. And I guess for right now I can have 2. Problem is the Kithronic Lions, right? 25 invulnerability is pretty painful. Patala just never accepting anything. These aren't magical, huh? Kind of annoying. It's not good. Can't say it's good. I mean, I don't know what my glamour will really give me here. Two glamour, one air gives Cloud a Dreamless Slumber, which is actually really quite solid for an all archer group. We can lay the smackdown with that. Alright, let's peel off some researchers here. I got a Siren. Okay. Well, you also have 2 glamour, 1 air, so you'll do the deed. Around this time that upkeep starts to catch up with us. Tala's still not accepting. Oh yeah, we also have to wait for winter. The completely wrong season. Okay. That's fine, I suppose. We're just waiting no matter what. Even if I take this, we'll still be waiting. So this gives a chance for someone to bump into it. Maybe it gives a chance for Patala to fucking accept. Yeah, I should keep a watch on some other thrones, because I could warp onto them. Keep a watch on Banded Hills until it gets taken. Alright. Just passing the clock. Usually not a good idea. We never got friends with Patala. That's not something I should overlook. Edana, the Nemedian Hermitess. Okay, you are here. Now, why can you not cast that? Does it have to be one of the little... No. You have to have the she site or whatever, the half village thing. That could be. Please, Patala, be my friend. Late summer. No one is working on this thing, that's for sure. It's still nasty as hell. Wait a minute. No mention of Kitharonic Lions. That offers up some promises. That could be something. We got another. We're getting all the Hermitesses coming in hot. Nice. Big research. We're up to 460 a month. About to get construction 5. Yeah, no mention of Kitharonic Lions. Huh. I mean, they tend possibly to be the first things to die because they rush forward ahead of everything else. So if something would die in melee, it would be them. Interesting. Upkeep is building. Trying to think if I'm going to airdrop my monolith, what's like a spell I can cast. I gave him big nature. What the fuck was our bless? Big astral, big nature. Big air. Oh, wrathful skies. Yeah, we'll get that. Okay, excellent. Patala accepted. Good. We're heading into fall here. I think we probably want one more of these. We got a lot of dudes. Muchos dudos. Don't really want to spam any more mages out of concern. We need Glamour 3 to make one of these caps, which means I have to empower someone just to make the hats. So let's cool it on Kushis. Or we randomly get the 2% chance, but we haven't gotten it yet. I guess let's... No, you're old. We don't want to empower an old person. We hate old people. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I pick, so just pick one. Okay. Close. It's all coming together. Glamour gems is easily done. Perfect. Yeah, that's a lot. 100 of them. Heading into winter. It's very soon now. He still hasn't taken this. Should get our god within a few turns here. And we're just hitting evocation 6. Good, good, good. We're not going to have Wailing Winds for this fight, but I don't think we really need it. I mean, do we ever need Wailing Winds? No. But it's nice when we have an army that can just cast it every battle, and it's really fun. But I don't think this game's going to last that long. Hey, our god arrived, and a Hermitess. Alright, so the plan was to have someone actually cast Twilight. Yeah, so one of you jabronis is going to be wearing the hat and casting Twilight. Okay. Yeah, we do need Thaumaturgy 4 before I can teleport, so hopefully that doesn't get fucked. Probably anti-magic and dancing trident will be what we take in. Alright. It is ready. Means we're probably not going to be able to get out until a long time. But theoretically, that doesn't matter. Except we're probably going to starve there. Yeah, fuck it. Okay. I'm just gonna put you on spells. I think you'll figure it out. But the ones here... Yeah, group blur and stuff doesn't matter for ranged. It matters a little bit for other stuff, but we're looking mostly at Cloud of Dreamless Slumber. Now, they're probably not going to cast that right out the gate, but they'll get to it. You, my friend, are going to cast Twilight. And then, depending on what you got left in the tank, cast that. Okay. I guess we probably didn't need to hold, did we? It's gonna be a spectacle. Always is anytime we get this many archers. Overkill, perhaps. But overkill is underrated, as they say. Alright. See how it goes. Ooh, doggy. Cloud of dreamless slumber. I don't think I blessed. Oh, I did bless. Yeah, alright. They'll get kills. They'll die. No one's gonna cry about it. Chthonics were definitely still there, and they definitely were cutting a fucking hole through my army. But we got them. Lost two of the little mages, one of the big mages, 60 of the Kushis, so about half, and a fifth of the archers. But for what we had to take on there, 4 Onyx Sorceresses, a Sorcerer of the Sands, a Sphinx, 70 Amazons, 56 Dustwalkers, 64 Fire Snakes, 20 Heavy Cav, 39 Chthonic Lions, who got 81 kills, 22 Nightmare Riders that, don't they explode? No, they don't explode. Okay, just Sacred. 14 Onyx Sorceresses as a unit. What's the point of that? 103 Shadow, 125 Solid. It was a hefty sum, but mostly it was those lines that I knew would be the problem. And unfortunately, they have good enough MR that none of them really fell asleep. Or if they did, they got woken up because I did like 1 damage to them, because they're pierce resistant too. Yeah, those were tricky. Overall, though, acceptable. We're under siege in Centania. We'll deal with that. Alright, let's send everybody back to deal with that, except for you to claim. That way, at least the whole army doesn't get trapped. Debating now if I actually want to go for Evocation 7. I don't think it's necessary before I teleport. Now, theoretically, we shouldn't have any surprises. Where somebody just snipes a throne or something. And now he's stuck. Okay, well, you may as well build a temple here then. And we'll wait one more turn for Thaumaturgy 4. Game shouldn't last too long. Alright. So. How are the spheres? Wrathful Skies. Body Ethereal. Personal Mistform. Beyond that, doesn't really matter. You'll figure it out. It's good enough. Astral, air, nature. Yeah, he'll figure it out. Yoink. Yeah, it'll do it. Picked up a never-healing wound. Probably wasn't as dominating as I would have liked. I forgot that he needed big shock resist, but I guess he had 10. Hard to say what really hit him. He didn't have much protection on. Then we got attacked from Sargassia. What, out of the water? Oh. Okay. Well, I don't really care. Because I win. Maybe I should have put PD on that spot. But who could attack me? We got NAPs. And game. Nice. Oh, Arya declares war, of course. That's why we saved that for last. Nice. Well, that was a better game than the last time we played here. But let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. That's sort of what we said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically. Except actually 1, 2, 3, 4. So somehow we still ended up with that bullshit. But aside from that, it was pretty good. Like, Waset's capital was here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Raga was kind of even further away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was a water nation. He dominated the water. It's a very enviable position, isn't it? How many provinces does he get then? Like, basically unobstructed. And we count these as well. It's an island. There's no land connections to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... I'm losing count. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Basically, at least 40. Now, yeah, Agartha stepped in here a little bit because his capital's right there. But still, basically 40 provinces. Entirely to himself. And he also had one throne in the water. One throne adjacent to water. 2 thrones adjacent to water, 3 thrones adjacent to water, and a 4th one that's like a step away. So, yeah, really, if we would have been playing an aquatic nation on this map like that, it would be a very easy game. But he also managed to get out here, because holy shit, there's connections there. Oh, those whirlpools. So he also had all this to himself. This whole lake. Which does not have any other connections. There isn't actually any water outside. So it recommends 3 water nations for this map. Honestly, I think that would be a little cramped. Because I don't know if one nation is supposed to just get this. Which would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's a little on the small scale. And then they would start to intrude. Whereas the other 2 in here would get like 20 to themselves. But, yeah, I could see 2. I think 2 would be a good fit. Just 1 is a little OP. So I think if we do an aquatic nation on this map, we have to make sure there's another aquatic nation we get to fight a war with. Anyways, that has nothing to do with anything. It's hard to say then if the rest of the map was as balanced position-wise. Here is Trinica's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, that doesn't tell the whole story, obviously. There's a lot of terrain and different things, but I mean, the map's always going to be asymmetrical no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's relatively balanced for 14. I think that's probably a good number. Everybody is sort of equally cramped, but there's enough territory to go around. I mean, this stuff down here got a little murky. I'm not sure who this really is intended for. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, seems pretty good. I think it's all right. Although if you think about Juza's positioning here, how many provinces does he really get? Pictal's right here. I guess he's got this and this. 1, 2. This is a C province, even though it's not technically designated as a C province by connection. I'm not sure what to think of that. But I mean, Ollie was all up in his grill here. Anyways, right. So then, as for Dalriada, yeah, fun nation. I mean, I think any nation that has this in single player is a little OP. The AI can't really counter it too well. But it's pretty easy usually for a human player to counter in various ways. Because we are kind of bunched up stationary targets. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do to fuck us over. Basically, any battlefield-wide spell is going to decimate us. Or, you know, arrow fend or something like that. But we are pretty capable in melee, too. So, it's a pretty good unit. That's why I made him. But the Red Shank, also decently good. The regular Gaelic Soldier is pretty good. The Sacred's not phenomenal. I don't like that they cause unrest, but maybe I overemphasize that problem. Not a stupendous Sacred or anything like that. And then the summons, I mean, a lot of it's just like, you know, Kushi, a lot of nations get those, and Bargas and stuff. The Shi Wayguards would have been fucking phenomenal, but the effort you have to go through to get that, and, you know, getting into blood and doing all that, like, it's not a blood nation almost at all. Like, there's like a little drop of blood, and I'm not working off of that, so fuck that. So yeah, I think, you know, just as a normal nation, the way that I played it, it's pretty decent. You get plenty of glamour and nature and some air magic in there. We would have gotten Wailing Winds up, which would be pretty nice. Not bad. But I also don't think it's that amazing either. It feels sort of like a vanilla nation, I suppose, is the nicest thing I could say. Yeah, it's alright. It was a good enough game. I'm glad we had a better game on this map. But for now, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.